Good morning to you. Welcome. It's Martin, Jeff, and the Farmchick coming to you high atop the Eagle Building in beautiful downtown Goodland. Our show is being brought to you by Eklund's First Insurance, Northwest Tech, The Insurance Agency, Elliott's Home Furnishings, and Goodland Sonic Drive-In here on KLOE AM Radio, Eagle Cable Channel 10, and the World Wide Web. On my left, it's the Farmchick.
Hello, Martin.
On my right, it's Jeff.
Hey, you know, our music sounds like the Action News reporter
Yeah,
here at the basketball playoff.
we've said that many times.
Pardon me, sir. Did you see
Like
what
you
happened?
should maybe listen to this show and learn something. That's what that sounds like. Psych.
It's like,
You're
think
lost.
that's going to happen? You don't learn anything?
Here we are at the side of the action.
But here we are, kids, all together again after Christmas. Happy New Year to you.
After New Year's.
2017.
2017.
Wow.
Thank goodness we made it to 2017.
That's right. Got to be positive.
I never
That was
had
a
any
quick
doubt that
year.
we would.
2016 was a quick year. And it's time to take my Christmas decorations down, and I just put them up.
You haven't taken them down yet?
You're going to
No, I
wait
wait
the
till
rest
the
of the week,
6th.
aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I got to leave them up
Yeah.
until the three wise men come on the 6th.
Last night was my first night with the outdoor lights off.
Mine are still on.
Not down. I took mine down
I
there today.
taken them down. I just haven't.
I knew-
Last
I knew-
Monday night, I had to run them Monday night because it was still a holiday.
Well, I knew it was going to get cold, so we took ours down. Just because I knew it was going
Oh.
to get cold, and I didn't want to do it in the cold.
I don't.
And then I caught a cold. So there you go.
I know.
I'm like
I have a
everybody
cold,
else.
too.
I think everybody has the cold.
Everybody's got a cold,
I've been coughing.
except me. I don't.
It's
have a cold.
that drastic change in temperatures
Knock on
It's
wood.
the exhaustion from Christmas is what it is.
or New Year's.
Temperature is not give you a cold. Someone can find me on the street later this week and tell me I'm wrong. But I've always heard that, when your mom said put a hat on, you're going to catch a cold. That's not true. A cold is a germ. It's a virus. You catch it that way. You don't catch it from getting cold.
Yeah, but
Am I right or wrong?
You're partially right.
Okay.
You're halfway right.
Submitting yourself to the cold can make you more vulnerable to,
Why?
because it weakens your immune system.
I think you just made that up.
I do too.
I did.
I thought it was
But
like
it
I thought
sounded
it was like,
good. I
I thought it was like being hot
Didn't
and
it
then
sound
being
good?
cold.
Yeah, but see, I think that's another myth. Being hot and then cold makes you sick. No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
well,
I think a germ makes you sick.
Well, I believe in that. Yeah.
And I am basing that on high school science because I never went any further than that.
Go any further
Mr.
than
Barkley,
that.
if you're listening,
really.
I'm
We did
basing
not-
mine.
I'm
on,
sorry, Mr. Barkley. It's not your fault that I don't know anything.
I'm basing
I
mine
should
on
know
watching the
more.
Learning Channel. That's what I.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, same.
Way to go and upstage ya. Mr. Barkley gets outdone by the Learning Channel.
Never.
You had Barkley.
Yeah, I
didn't
wonder
you?
what Mr. Barkley would say about that.
You-
No.
I bet he would say what I just said, which is
It
true. I heard
weakens your
that.
immune system?
It weakens your immune
Okay,
system.
well, based on that, here's my other theory about the immune system. I don't believe in all this Germ-X stuff that people float around with.
I
and
know,
always
but I
put
love
out
it.
all the time. No, I don't.
I do.
I'm a germexophobe.
No, because your germs strengthen your immune system.
I know, but I still love Germ.
If you aren't, no. I
No,
like to go
we're-
get all germy in
we're
Walmart.
talking about the cold virus that the
know.
very thing you're talking about. Wash,
But you got to
that
get
Germ-X
sick every
and-
once in a while to build immunities.
Well,
so
I
this
agree
is
with that
like
too,
good for me.
but I'm talking
That's
a
why
whole
you get
different
the
deal.
flu shot, right?
Right.
But that Germ-X is like it's like oh, I have OCD when I'm around it.
No, I don't want it.
I constantly have to be.
Chump
washing my
wants it all the
hands.
time. I don't want it.
Yep.
Get that stuff away from me.
I believe in it.
Even when I'm in the doctor's office, I secretly reach over and.
Now,
throw a
when
little
I'm
thing
in
on
the
wall.
doctor's office, I will use it in the doctor's office because
Yeah.
there's a little bit of paranoia in the doctor's office.
But it works. I believe that it has. I mean, if you ever get
It's-
a little cut on your finger and you use that stuff, and it hurts.
it's weakening our society, Martin. It's cutting us down one by one.
It's why.
Germ-X warfare.
The zombies are going to get us because of Germ-X.
Oh, that's probably true.
That's probably true.
That's probably true.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It all comes back to
You
zombies.
know, farm kids, don't get sick as easy because they're always around animals and stuff that, there's all kinds of.
That's another.
right.
Exactly.
But then you come around with Germ-X.
Allergies. Farm
Right.
kids don't have allergies to animals because
Right.
they're around them all the time.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes, but now you get Germ-X going, and then the
You're-
next thing you know is zombies.
Yep.
Well, that
Like I always brought my babies home. I laid them right in the middle of the floor and let the dogs lick them.
Right.
Or not, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I let them get around them because I knew that they'd always be in a house full of dogs. Then I wanted them to be, and my kids have no allergies, zero allergies to any hair or plant or
Did
anything.
you do that with cats too?
Now I have a friend, doesn't live in Goodland, so don't try to guess who it is.
I can.
You probably can. Who was the opposite? Brought the babies home. Everybody, like,
Yep.
you couldn't touch the baby.
Sterile.
And you couldn't hold the baby unless
Right.
the baby was, 4 years old. Things like that.
I think I fed your kids peanut butter when they're like.
Yeah,
or
and they're fine.
younger
They're
than a year.
fine. Yeah.
And I remember you kind of get kind of panicky about. We're not so sure they don't have peanut.
You gave them bubble gum and while they were holding a curling iron.
We gave them ice. That's right. Really.
What? Now,
No,
you
I'm
guys
kidding.
are
I'm
Really?
digressing. But
going
anyway,
totally out
my
of-
point is, if you have to have a little bit of human interaction, right?
Right.
To stay.
What about this thing
healthy.
about washing your hands? You've got to wash your hands,
Well, I do think you have to wash your hands.
which
I
is what
do like to
Germex.
wash my hands.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Germex
You're
people.
washing your hands to kill
like
germs,
if the
aren't
chump
you?
has a thing of Germex in his jacket, he's constantly like offering it to me at like random times during the day. Like
Yeah.
when I wouldn't be washing I wash my hands when I eat, before and after I eat, before and after you use the facilities.
Well, he
wash your
probably
hands.
thinks you have germs.
Well, I do. It's a good thing.
All
right.
You got a
Anyway,
cold.
now we're going somewhere,
now
somewhere
we're
different.
Now we're
digressed.
getting out of.
But
out of
people
order.
with Germex are constantly trying to squirt it on you. Like, here, you need
I
some
never
Germex.
thought about
Here, you
the
need some Germex.
Germex causing the zombie revolution.
It's true.
Okay.
I keep Germex a very personal thing. I do not offer it to other people.
Because
It's-
you get their germs on your
I don't want
Germex.
them. I don't want them
I
messing
don't-
with my
I
Germex.
think you're
always
lying.
messing with my Germex
I
bottle.
know,
You
it
know,
just was out, and I
keep your
like
hands
it.
off of it. You're gonna give me germs.
Anyway.
Anyway, okay,
Do you guys want to hold hands while we're doing
No.
this?
that's okay.
I have a cold. It could help you.
Uh-huh.
So we got.
Oh, that's how it started on a cold. Everybody has a cold.
Everybody's got a cold. It's been a cold. It's cold. It's so cold today.
It's so cold.
How cold is it? It's cold.
It's cold.
But next Tuesday is going to be 60 degrees again.
Really?
Yep.
All righty then.
It was nice last, I want to say, Friday, the third day before.
Yeah.
It was like 66 because I went on a nice walk downtown and it was super warm. It was more warm than where I was for Christmas on the West Coast.
So we haven't talked since well before the holidays. You guys have a nice
I
holiday.
got in trouble there today, for not having a show over Christmas holidays.
You got in trouble?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Cow Guy and I did a show just before Christmas.
I know, but
But you didn't. Who gave you a
I'm
bad
just
time?
saying, a nice lady in town told me it's important that we do a show every Wednesday.
You miss us. Did she say that about me or just you?
Miss me.
Oh, man.
She just likes me.
So you and I can just let him go by
Yeah.
himself, I guess.
Anyway, but it's cold on the West Coast where you were for Christmas.
I know. I was with family, which was great, but it was not warm. It was not the warmth I was expecting and wishing for.
See, I wish I would have known that more because we have family in California that always tells us how miserable it is in Kansas or Missouri and how much better it was in California. And
I mean, it's
why would you want to live there when you can live in California?
it was I think 40s at night and
Yeah.
I don't think it didn't get to 70. I know that.
Was it wet?
It rained for 2 days, which the Californians, they like that. They want the rain.
I know-
Well, not that we don't. We do too, but California needs rain, so they were.
I noticed the Rose
people.
Parade the other day. It was cloudy and
Yeah.
coolish.
Were all the
So-
leaves brown? And the sky was gray?
You went for a walk?
On a winter's
And
day.
begin to pray?
California dream. No, sorry.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
It was
Caught
nice.
it.
It was nice, but Kansas is just as nice. I agree. I believe that. I don't care what they say. I do.
There's another song there. Right?
Yeah,
Not
there
gonna go
was, but
into it.
we're not doing
I
that
know.
one
Don't
either.
care what they
Oh.
say.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's the
Anyway.
Go-Go's.
Right.
Oh,
So let's see what else has happened. Of course, we had New Year's.
Did you make New Year's resolutions? Do you
Never.
believe in New Year's resolutions?
I don't.
I don't
no.
either.
I just.
I don't really either.
It's not worth
My New
it.
Year's resolution every year, and I think I've said this before, is to start smoking
Right.
and to gain weight.
Right.
So
So you can say that
No,
you,
but I
you
do-
actually kept your resolution, right?
yeah.
I get
I
it.
did tell myself something for this year. I want to worry less about things I can't control.
Oh, well, good luck
No,
on that.
it's true.
Well,
I feel like every year I worry. I worry about things I can't control things. I can't control
the weather.
or who. I mean, you want to control it all. No bad things happen, but bad things happen. So you just try to.
Just let it go.
Well, you can't. You have to because it's not under your control. But I worry and I worry and I worry and sometimes I almost make myself
For my
Sick
job,
brain.
we are required to come up with some statements of resolution to a certain degree, like what personal goal would you like to achieve, what business goal, what are you going to do health wise to improve yourself, things like that.
You gonna start running again?
No sugar.
I can't run.
Cut out
But
sugar.
I'm going to make my usual annual effort to lose weight and exercise more. I try it every year. But the health thing, that's something when I turn 60, all of a sudden little things start happening. So you're a lot more, you talk about worrying. You got to quit worrying and take action.
Yeah.
For years I worried the back of my mind, one of these, I felt so good for so long that boom, something's going to happen, at some point. Well, at 60, little things start creeping in, and you got to
didn't
fix
help
them.
that
You got to keep on top
on
of them.
I don't even want to ask who's creeping in. I don't even want to ask.
Maybe that's the
really.
wrong
I'm
word.
afraid you'll tell us.
Or maybe what's creeping out. I don't.
Yeah, really.
Yeeks.
Yeeks.
Now things
Speaking
like
of Germ,
blood pressure, things like that. Or
Yeah,
concerns.
mine's been high.
it
forever.
didn't help that we Carrie Fisher and George Michael, and
And
Debbie Reynolds.
and Debbie Reynolds,
And even more important to me, Father Mulcahy passed away on
on
New Year's,
MASH.
just
I
in
saw
time
that.
to be in
But wasn't he older?
2060.
Was he older?
He was 82, 83.
See, that's a good long
Yeah.
life. I mean,
But
but
okay,
when George
I've been-
Michael, who's only 5 years
Well,
older
yeah.
than me,
right,
right? Or maybe
Carrie
a few more
Fisher
than that,
is
7.
a year younger than me and so I
So we're celebrating my sister's 60th birthday there tonight. Probably, the day after Carrie Fisher passed away. And someone says, "Gosh, how old was Carrie Fisher?" I'm going to go, "Oh, she was 60." Right? Sorry, sister.
Sorry to bring that up at
Yeah,
your
really.
birthday party.
yeah
60's young. My dad
But
was 60.
but it's also interesting, though, isn't it, that her whole life has been about her mother upstaging her and everything. And then Debbie Reynolds dies the next day, upstages her in death, too.
Yep.
That's crazy. You couldn't
But they
write
were so close.
You couldn't write that story.
I told you guys this before the radio show started, but I watched Postcards from the Edge, and then I watched some documentaries about them. They were so close.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
very close, but also very contentious. Or I mean, but ultimately they were really close.
yeah
So they kind of bantered,
Right.
and, all that. Carrie Fisher has a one-woman show. She talks about her family, and it's actually pretty funny if you look it up.
Casual drinking?
Something like that. Wishful drinking.
Wishful drinking.
Wishful drinking.
Yeah.
But you see on
Did
the
you watch that, the show?
I
you-
did.
Okay.
you see on the like on Saturday night, all the news shows, news TV networks were playing the annual passing of
Yes.
all, and it was just seemed
We lost Prince this
seemed
year.
like we lost Glenn Fry, another one of my
Yes,
favorites.
there are lots of big.
know.
Who else? There was someone else really big other than Prince. Anyway, yeah,
David Bowie.
David
Oh, yeah,
Bowie.
there you
That's
go.
who I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
So the
So-
music world lost a lot of people. So, but that's life. That's
So what's your
Yeah.
because I know you have one. What's your favorite Debbie Reynolds movie?
well, Unsinkable Molly Brown, I think, is my favorite.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably true. Isn't that the one where she puts all the cash in the stove
Yeah, probably.
up in the
Yeah.
mine?
Not Singing in the Rain.
Singing in the Rain, another great one. There's another one that wasn't a musical. It was kind of, it was dubbed kind of risque for the 50s that she was in, where she was actually played a teenager living with an older man.
Oh yeah,
You remember what that?
Tammy.
No,
Was it
wasn't-
called Tammy?
No, it wasn't
Oh,
Tammy.
but
But
she-
she was in the Tammy
she
movie.
was
She
Tammy.
won a
Yeah.
She won
award for that.
She won an award.
I don't know if
for
it was
Tammy.
a singing award or an acting award, but
Okay,
and she
so what
was
the
on
movie?
stage. I know I can't think of what you're
I
talking
can't
about.
either.
Oh, well.
It was
Star
an
Wars?
obscure-
Star
you
Wars.
You guys don't watch the TCM anyway. You would see a lot
do.
of
No,
her
but I
movies,
just
do you?
watched a bunch about
I
her.
do. I just like to make fun of you for watching it.
You just like to make fun of me. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
it's
I
your-
do. It's
that's
my
your-
thing.
That's your brand.
It's my thing. That's right.
To make fun of me. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's good to know.
That's what you're on the show for. You are comedic relief.
Sorry,
Like a pickle.
Sorry.
sorry about that.
After 16 years, you figured that out yet? No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I figured it out. Saw a great documentary about the group Chicago, one of my
Oh,
favorites.
good group.
On CNN. If you get a chance to see it again, if you know.
Did you watch
Check it
it
out.
Saturday in the park?
No, it was on Sunday.
What time was it
actually.
on? 25 or 64? Which never understood those lyrics, actually. Tell me what that means.
They told what that meant.
What does it mean?
It means he was sitting in his bungalow writing that song and looked up at the clock. It was about 25 or 6 to 4 a.m. in the morning. 25 or 6 to 4. Now,
And he thought I'll write a song about that.
Mr. Jayhawk's already told us that story.
Oh, isn't 64? Isn't that 354?
No, 25 or 6. He meant 25 or 26 to 4.
Oh.
The 6 is 26.
Oh.
25 or 6 to 4.
Oh, okay. Get it
that's
now.
good to
okay,
know.
sorry. You know,
Now,
I even sang that song in expressos and still didn't understand what it meant.
Wasn't there an early Chicago and a later Chicago?
Well,
Kind of.
oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, Chicago's
was there
been
a new
intact.
band
there's,
member?
There's 4 original of the 7 originals still in the group.
Yeah.
And they've gone through, Peter Cetera dropped out, Terry Kath died.
Because it felt like there were new Chicago songs in like the 80s and 90s.
They changed. They partnered with David Foster, who's the schmaltzy rock ballad type of, and it's where you get "Stay of the Night" and "Hard Habit to Break." Those songs are totally different
Yes,
than the
those are more-
early '70s songs, which were my favorite.
They're a great group.
The song "Just You and Me,"
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorites. That was written by James Pankow, the trombone player, after he had a fight with his girlfriend.
Well, there you go.
See, you watch the documentary and you
You learn that kind of stuff.
Fascinating.
Speaking
how
of
these things
music
happen.
documentaries, have you ever watched the documentary Kansas about the band Kansas?
No, I don't think I've seen
Okay,
that.
well, you need to watch that because they talk about driving to gigs down here in Liberal, and where
Well,
we
they're from Wichita, aren't they?
It's been a while since I want to say yes, but they drove in their van on these roads that we drive to basketball games on all the time, and
Literally the same roads.
Syracuse.
They've been
I
paved
think
since.
they did a gig in Syracuse or somewhere around
sure.
here in Western Kansas. So anyway, you'd like that documentary too.
I would.
And
The
they
gre-
had some good music. Dust
The greatest
in the Wind.
band documentary of all time was the one that was done about the Eagles here 2, 3, 4 years ago.
I need to see that one because I
that
love
was
the
most
Eagles.
fantastic. That was on my bucket list. I wanted to see the original Eagles, and then Glenn Fry passed away.
Yep.
So it's like the Beatles. The Eagles were America's Beatles. They've been. So why are you smirking at me?
They-
I don't know, just 'cause they're
a
both
great
animals.
band. Yeah.
I guess.
No. I never thought of that.
Or animal-like, anyway. Anyway, sorry.
Eagles are a great band too.
Yeah, those were the days.
That's
Anything
from your,
else you
I think
wanna
that's
know?
what
that's
I-
from your 70s DJing times. Right?
You bet. That's what
When you
I
had the
cut my
afro-
teeth on Chicago and
When you had the
Eagles,
curly hair and the mustache.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh. The bow tie.
No bow tie. Bow tie.
You
I never
had a
wore a
velvet, yeah,
bow
you did
tie.
too. You have your senior picture you have
Never.
a velvet bow tie on.
Jumpsuit.
No
I
way.
mean bow tie.
No way. No.
Well,
I think you ought to go
the
back
Eagles
and look.
were, one of the places we visited when we were out there was Catalina.
California. Oh.
Yeah.
mhm.
We went over to Catalina Island. So then they had a ghost tour, which we
Ooh.
didn't take
Oh.
because we found out later that we found out too late to catch the ferry back. But so then I started reading about the Catalina ghosts, and I got completely obsessed because that's where Natalie Wood,
Oh, really?
yes, kind of died. See, there's
Yeah.
a picture. Martin showing his picture.
Right
and
off
stuff.
of Catalina
Yeah.
Island? I didn't realize that's where they're at.
I didn't either. But then I wanted to turn the ferry around and go back and go on the ghost tour.
Hey.
That sounds
So-
kind of
And
creepy.
not because
who else?
I'm interested.
So who else is on the ghost tour?
Well, that was the only one I really
Oh, okay.
recognized. But
Right.
anyway, it was that story of Natalie Wood and Robert Wagner and was it Christopher Walken on the boat? Is that right?
No.
No,
It's Paul.
There was 3 people on the boat,
but
and they
Paul
were
Newman.
no.
Is that who she's married to?
No. Robert Wagner.
Robert Wagner
Robert
and
Wagner.
her, and then she was doing a movie. I want to say Christopher Walken, but someone's gonna correct me because I get names wrong. Anyway, she fell off the boat
Well, I know.
and died.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
was there.
we all know that story. But
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Jeez, sorry.
Well, no, I just thought I thought she was on heart to heart with Robert Wagner.
no, that was I can see her. It's not.
Oh.
It wasn't.
Are we still on the radio?
I don't
Feels
know.
like
Anyway.
we're just
Testing.
having,
Okay, anyway, sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Feels like we're just having a
Anyway,
conversation.
so, well, anyways, that would be interesting.
It would have been interesting if I would
Because they have that Hollywood Ghost tour too.
I know.
And that one you travel around in a hearse, which is kind of
Christopher
Creepy.
Walken. I just looked it up. He
Griffin.
was on the boat with them.
Okay.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
What
else?
Speaking of creepy, have you seen the new TV commercial with Kathy Bates, where she's
no.
going through her mansion, kind of dark, and she's seeing these creepy children one sitting on a couch, another standing up on the. It's just
No.
For what? Are you?
I think
what
it's
are you
I think
talking
it's a
about?
Siri commercial or something like that.
Oh.
She says, "Siri, is there anything I can do to get rid of these creepy children visions in my, or move just about her house being haunted?"
No.
Check it out, you'll love it.
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates.
Like,
She's
Misery.
She's in Misery. American Horror Story. Horror Story.
See, no.
Yeah, that's why.
You know those
I
creepy, like in The
Dolls.
Shining, where the two
Yeah.
Twins.
She was seeing visions like that all over her house. It gave you chills. You couldn't figure out what it was
Just
about.
because I was interested in Natalie Wood's drowning story because I was there does not mean I want to watch creepy movies. Two different things.
Do you watch creepy movies?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
I do not.
Not anymore. I used to.
That's
I think
why
we
I
had
was
this
shocked that I
discussion.
wanted to go on the ghost tour.
Oh, no, that doesn't bother me. But I used to like to watch scary movies.
No.
But after Blair Witch,
No more.
no more.
Yeah.
That was it?
Blair
Yeah.
Witch.
There's some.
And
Bryce
some-
and my
not even that
oldest
scary.
get together and they love to go find a really scary movie and watch it, and then they freak out and they both think it's the
Of course,
scariest
in
thing
the
they've ever
80s,
seen.
I always like to watch all the slasher movies.
I've never seen them.
Like Freddy
No.
Nightmare.
Never,
No.
never have. I've never.
Halloween.
Friday the 13th.
No.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Ew.
Those were all fun.
Scary to me is like Silence of the Lambs.
Okay, now that's scary.
Those that could really happen scary.
Although as a
Those-
kid, the one that really scared me the most, Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I watch it now, and then you find out it's actually kind
Well,
of
'cause-
funny.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was scary.
Yeah. Jaws.
Yeah, I didn't even make it through the opening credits of Jaws before I had to call my mom and go home. My sister
Yeah.
likes to point that out a lot.
Yeah.
The seaweed at the bottom, the dun dun,
Yeah.
and the seaweed.
Yeah.
I
You
was
knew the shark was
I was
coming.
out, gone.
Now, if you are a TCM watcher, did you notice? I think it was New Year's Eve. They had a Alfred Hitchcock festival. I like
No, 'cause
those.
I
kind
have
of
a
movies.
life. I went out on New Year's Eve.
It wasn't night. It was New Year's Day.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
I went out on New Year's Eve too. Are you implying that I don't have a life?
No.
Stayed out
No.
till 9:30.
No.
Whoa.
No. Hey.
Whoa.
You
No
didn't-
wonder
anyway,
you look so tired.
So
you didn't
anyway,
even see the ball drop in New York City.
yeah, I did. We got home in time. It's 10 o'clock.
Okay.
We watched it.
Oh, I thought you meant bed. I thought you meant you went to bed at 9:30.
No, we'd never go to bed at 9:30. So
10:30.
So there's The Birds was on,
Yeah.
and Vertigo.
Mm-hmm.
Later
Psycho.
the night, Rope was one of my favorites. Rope. Have you ever watched
No,
Rope? Talk about a
no,
creepy
no.
Hitchcock movie. Jimmy Stewart's in it.
Well.
Watch it sometime. It's
No,
creepy.
I'm not a. But
Did you Well, I know you did. You watched Shirley. I was going to text you the other night when, It's a Wonderful Life was on.
I've got it on DVD. I've watched it 3 times this season, in its entirety, nonstop, without
Uh-huh.
commercials.
Not shocked.
Not shocked at all.
surprised.
I was going to make sure that you knew it was on.
I
but
made
thought
this.
it didn't matter.
I said the same thing 17 years ago to you that you probably made fun of me. It's my favorite movie. I gotta watch it.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's a Wonderful Life.
No,
great
It's a good movie.
No, I just know it's one of his favorite movies. So
Yeah.
I just.
I could tell you my story about my granddaughter's name is Mary,
Mm-hmm.
and so I got onto this thing. If you watch It's a Wonderful Life, at the end he's running down the street, Mary, Mary. So I do that with my granddaughter. She looks at me, scowls at
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, really.
And so
And you pick her up and
my
say,
son and everybody said, well, wondering what that's from. So I played a segment for them at Christmas time.
Yeah.
And they all just loved it. They said, that's a wonderful life. I didn't know that's what that was about.
Oh,
So they were going to go home. And
you have
they've
failed.
never seen it. They didn't want to watch it because Dad likes to watch
That's
it.
right. You
Right.
guys
It's black
failed
and
your-
white,
you
just
have-
like you guys.
You failed your kids miserably. If they
I
haven't
watched It's a Wonderful Life. Of course you have.
But they had no clue what it was
every
about.
time a bell rings, an angel gets a
Teacher
hamburger.
says.
One of the mothers was
rings. I'm kidding.
to my grandson was
I wanted him to get
repeated
mad at
that
me.
to him. Did you hear that every time a bell rings? So
Yeah.
they were just totally engrossed with this whole segment of the show. Mary, Mary.
Oh, nice. That's a poor. Just for the record, that was one of the poorest Jimmy Stewart impersonations I've ever heard.
Mary. No.
Just for the record.
I used to be able to do.
There it is.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
That's better.
I just haven't done.
And that's just okay. So that's one thing with the kids, right? That they don't know who Jimmy Stewart was, and they don't know that impersonation, and they don't know how funny he was on the when he was on the Tonight Show. I remember being on the Tonight Show, and even I think he was funny as a kid.
I don't remember him on the Tonight Show.
Oh, I do.
But I
Yeah.
certainly
remember
know who
telling
he
stories.
is.
I remember telling stories about going on a safari somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's one floating around out there in a video of him telling a sad story about his dog that died.
Oh,
It wasn't funny. It was sad.
but I'm like Don Rickles being on there. Or,
Love those.
all those old.
Yeah. Dean Martin.
Anybody,
we were talking about that
anybody
before.
that was on the Tonight Show was, Robin Williams.
Those old Dean Martin roasts.
Was Robin Williams this year too?
Yes.
No,
Was
no,
that
was
last
year
year?
before. It was
No.
2 years ago.
Anyway.
Oh.
So now every once in a while I'll flip to the Comedy Channel and see the comedic roasts.
Yes. Oh, I love those.
Oh, I know, but they're not funny like Dean Martin.
When you buy. Oh no, that's what I'm talking
No,
about.
I mean the new ones.
When you
Don
see
Reynolds.
the infomercials to buy the tapes of the Dean
No,
Martin
I mean the
stuff.
new ones.
Okay, got
Like
it.
when they're
No,
roasting.
they're kind
They're
of dirty.
cruel.
They're horrible.
Cruel and mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love
no.
when they're all standing there like Sammy Davis Jr. and Dean Martin.
And they're all in their tuxes.
And they're in their tuxes, but they're kind of loose tie and they got a scotch
Yeah.
in their
Yeah.
hands and they're like
And
all
Lucille
smoking
Ball
and they're
and Ruth
cracking
Busby
each
and-
other up.
Right.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Don Rickles was the best.
Yeah.
Roaster.
But anyway. So happening this week, Friday night is Holcomb.
I know basketball
Basketball
goes
in
out of
Holcomb.
town.
Lady Mavericks and men team play on Saturday, 2 and 4 o'clock respectively.
Yeah, we went and watched them on Monday night. They lost, unfortunately, but it was good. They're a fun team to watch. Mavericks are a fun team
I'm going
to
to try
watch.
to catch it on Saturday. We're out of time, kids.
Okay,
So, any parting
check
words?
your school calendar.
We
don't
will
have
be
it
back
here.
here again next week because we don't want him to be in trouble.
That's right.
And
It's
you know,
important. It's important that we're on every Wednesday.
Oh, right.
even though we're just,
I can. Seems like I don't have to show up. It's
Yeah.
important that Jeff is
I
here.
don't either.
so-
He can just do it himself.
Right.
Uh-huh. Well, I do carry the show.
But we appreciate you being here. Okay, your mic's going off there. Here on Martin, Jeff, and the Farm Chick, brought to you by Elliott's Home Furnishings, The Insurance Agency, Northwest Tech, Goodland Sonic Drive-In, and Eklund's First Insurance, here on Eagle Cable Channel 10, KLOE AM Radio, and you can stream us from the Martin, Jeff, and the Farm Chick Facebook page, the World Wide Web. See you next week.